Imagine being a fly on the wall at Royal Ascot. The sun is shining, the Pims is flowing, and the hats are large enough to have their own postcodes. You'd expect the royal family to be one big, happy, diamond-encrusted unit, wouldn't you? Well, think again. It turns out that while the horses were racing, a much chillier competition was happening in the mounting yard. We are talking about a royal rift so frosty it could preserve a side of beef. Today on Royal Fusion TV, we are dissecting the subtle, sharp, and downright awkward relationship between the Princess of Wales and Princess Beatrice. It is a tale of silent modes, physical barriers, and the lingering shadow of the Epstein files that has seen the York sisters effectively ghosted from the royal circle. Quick favor, if you are loving this, hit that subscribe button. Over 92% of viewers haven't yet. It is free, takes a second, and means the world to us. Thanks if you did. Now, back to the show. To understand how we got to this point of social distancing, royal edition, we have to travel back to 2017. Long before the headlines were dominated by Newsnight interviews and legal settlements, the vibes at Ascot were already off. Picture this, Kate is deep in a lively, animated chat with Zara Tindall. They are laughing, leaning in. It is the universal body language for "we are having a brilliant time and you're not invited." Prince William is in the background, chortling away with Mike Tindall. It is a cozy foursome of senior royal energy. Then, enter Princess Beatrice. Body language expert Judy James noted that when Beatrice tried to break into this golden circle, the atmosphere changed faster than the British weather. Kate reportedly went into silent mode. No leaning in, no welcoming smile, just a sudden, stony stillness. It is the royal equivalent of your phone going into airplane mode right when you need a signal. But the real kicker? William. Instead of welcoming his cousin, he reportedly touched his face and looked at Kate, effectively forming a physical barrier. It was a no-entry sign written in Savile Row tailoring. Beatrice, appearing like a failed networker, eventually backed out without a single reciprocal grin from the group. Ouch! If that was 2017, imagine how spicy things are now that the Epstein scandal has turned from a simmer to a full-blown boil. Now, you might be thinking, surely they've patched things up by now? Well, fast forward to more recent times, and the distance has only grown. While the world was watching the drama of the Epstein files unfold, Beatrice and her sister Eugenie found themselves in a royal no-fly zone. Rumor has it they were blindsided by a decision to exclude them from the royal box and the royal procession at Ascot. This isn't just about missing out on a fancy lunch. In the world of the monarchy, the royal procession is the ultimate "I'm with the band" pass. Being left out is the palace's way of saying, "We know you, but we don't know you." This sudden chill is hardly surprising when you look at the baggage. Beatrice wasn't just a bystander in her father's downfall. She was the one with the notebook and pen at the pre-production meeting for Prince Andrew's disastrous Newsnight interview. She was his Pizza Express alibi. For a future queen like Kate, who is the gold standard for PR and public image, being associated with that level of car crash decision-making is a professional hazard. It is like being a Michelin star chef and being asked to endorse a restaurant that only serves lukewarm water and regret. Kate has become increasingly cautious, and who can blame her? When your job is to represent the dignity of the crown, you don't exactly want to be photographed next to the fallout of a global scandal. But wait, there is a twist in the sisterhood. While Beatrice seems to be out in the cold, Princess Eugenie actually managed a bit of a thaw with Kate for a while. Eugenie was close with Kate's sister, Pippa Middleton, even attending her wedding in 2017. They were swapping wedding invites while Beatrice was seemingly being left off the guest list. It shows that the Wales versus York feud isn't a blanket ban, it is surgical. However, even that thaw seems to have been hit by a polar vortex recently. Expert Richard Fitzwilliam suggests that William and Kate are now keeping both sisters at arm's length. It is the ultimate royal "it's not you, it's the PR nightmare your family represents." Let's talk about that carriage ride in June 2023. You might have seen the photos, Kate and Beatrice sharing a carriage, smiling for the cameras. On the surface, it looked like a grand reconciliation. But beneath the silk dresses and fascinators, the body language told a different story. Sitting face to face in a carriage is an invasion of social space at the best of times, But for these two, it was a masterclass in tension. Judy James pointed out that they sat in mirrored self-diminishing rituals, hands clasped tight in their laps, torsos hunched. There was no exchange of glances, no shared jokes. It was two people enduring a commute they both desperately wanted to end. It is the same energy as being stuck in a lift with your ex-boss who still owes you money. The latest word from the palace is even grimmer for the York sisters. Prince William has reportedly advised other royals not to appear in photographs with Beatrice or Eugenie for the remainder of the year. That is a total image blackout. The palace effectively views them as a serious risk to the family brand. For Beatrice, who has always been a fixture at these events, the blow has been devastating. A source said she has taken it the hardest, feeling completely blindsided by the exclusion. From the heights of the royal box to being told you can't even stand in the background of a photo, it is a long way to fall. The reality is, the Princess of Wales is playing the long game. She knows that every person she stands next to is a reflection of the monarchy's future. While Beatrice might be family, the Epstein stain is a bridge too far. The frostiness we saw in 2017 wasn't just a bad mood, it was a prediction. Kate saw the clouds gathering long before the storm hit, and she's making sure she and the crown stay dry. Whether Beatrice can ever wiggle her way back into that animated conversation remains to be seen, but for now, the gates to the inner circle are firmly locked. Thank you for watching Royal Fusion TV. Good day.